Are you having fun in your business? I mean, it should be fun, right? Well, sometimes the fun gets overlooked when you're dealing with the have-tos, the complexities of being your own boss and actually running the show. It's my goal that this, the Fun Business, Fun Money podcast, can help reignite your spark of fun by providing tips, tools, insights, and inspiration so you can enjoy running your business in the simplest, easiest, most fun way possible. I'll be sharing practical tips and ideas that you can implement immediately, along with business and money mindset insights to keep you moving forward no matter what's going on around you. I'm your host, Deirdre Amies, the Fun Business and Money Coach and founder of Powered by Personality. Let's play. Hey there, and welcome back to the Fun Business, Fun Money podcast. I'm your host, Deirdre Amies. Right now, it is absolutely pelting down rain at my house, so if you can hear any of that in the background, just roll with it. And if you can't, never mind, let's just carry on. If you're someone who regularly sends emails to your list, you have probably been frantically trying to figure out the tech stuff to comply with Google and Yahoo's new deliverability rules. And if this is the first time you're hearing about it, as of the 1st of February 2024, there are some simple criteria that you have to have in place if your emails are going to be delivered to the inboxes of the people on your list. If you actually want them to receive your emails. Otherwise, it might be marked as spam. I'm not going to outline the process for you or all the reasons or anything like that. That's not what this podcast episode is about. Because there are a gajillion blogs and videos from really good tech experts who explain it in a really simple way. But I will say, yes, it is a lot if you're not tech-minded. But it's also not that hard to do once you understand the process. So get it done or get someone to do it for you. Make sure that your voice can be heard by the people who've chosen to hear from you via email. This is something that was top of mind for me as I was writing and setting up this week's email to my list on Monday just been. It goes out every Monday. This week's email is business as usual because it's the end of January. But next week will be interesting to see if I've actually set it up properly and how the numbers play out. Will people receive my email? Will it go to their inbox or to spam? Will they open it? I don't know, but I'll still send the emails anyway. If you're not already on my email list, I have to say you are missing out. These days, I'm putting some of my best content into my emails rather than putting it out on social media. It's a weekly, fun-focused vibes around life, business, and money. There's two ways that you can get on the Fun Day email list. The first is if you just want the emails without any bells or whistles, without having to sign up for a freebie that you might not ever look at, then head on over to deirdreamies.com/join-the-fun. deirdreamies.com, join the fun. Pop in your details and bam, you're on the list. The second way is if you love getting something useful in exchange for your email address, check out the freebies in the description of this and every episode. You can take the Sacred Money Archetypes quiz, which will give you some fascinating insights into your relationship with money. You can take the Brand Archetypes quiz for help bringing more personality into your online content. Or you can download my Start, Stop, Continue checklist to help streamline your business activities, just to name a few. The links to all of those and to the email list are in the description and in the show notes. What I actually want to share with you today is some insights into how different personalities will respond to different words, formats, offers, and ideas. If you're just new here, it's important to note that when I talk about personalities, I'm talking about archetypes with a focus on money and business. I'm not talking about the 16 personalities defined by the Myers-Briggs personality test. Those are great. I love them. I'm an ENFP, aka the campaigner, in case you're wondering. I'm also a 7 in the Enneagram. I'm a generator in human design. And I'm sure there's some other personality test that I've taken that also clarifies what I already know about myself. DISC, that's another one. I can't remember where I am on that, but that's another one. Most entrepreneurs will take a fairly one-dimensional view of this. They look at their results from their own perspective. If you're lucky, as a consumer, they'll also look at how they can use it in their marketing, which is what you'll see out there in the world. I have a different approach to this. Those free quizzes that I've just mentioned that will pop you onto my weekly email list, those are multifaceted insights into your relationship with money and how you show up online, but they're also a very useful tool when it comes to your niche, your offers, your pricing, and your marketing. In a nutshell, we can turn those insights about you into a simple way to identify your ideal clients and how they're inspired to buy from you. I fully admit that in the past, I've focused more on the money archetypes as a marketing tool. It absolutely works. I mean, if you're speaking your ideal client's money language, they're going to sit up and take notice, right? But what if that still doesn't feel aligned with how you want to market yourself? That is where the brand archetypes come into play. We use brand archetypes to position you and to showcase your natural talents, style, and personality. We use money archetypes to position your offers and your pricing so that you're reaching your financial goals in the easiest way possible, and so you're using the right words that inspire your ideal clients to take action and buy from you. I don't have a marketing background. That is not my field of expertise. But what I do know is that most marketing courses, memberships, and coaching is designed around the modality. And by that I mean use this social media platform, do a video, make a reel, record a podcast, write this sales copy. It's about the content you share in a particular format. It's still up to you to make sure you've got a solid offer that speaks to the right people in the right way to back that up. And that's what I help you with. You can't market something that's full of holes and gaps. It's the proverbial square table with 3 legs. Sure, it can stand there and balance just fine on its own, as long as nobody leans on it or puts any weight on it. The moment your clients touch it, you might find you're scrambling to prop it up with a bunch of patches and a stack of old books, and just basically saying, nothing to see here, we're all good here, how are you doing? And distracting them from the wobbly bits. That's the point where most of my clients are coming to me for help, and I would like to help you before you get to that point. If you're wanting to scale your business, maybe turning your solopreneur web design or copywriting business into a digital agency where you've got other experts supporting your clients alongside you, you're going to need a solid foundation to build that on. Same goes for all the fabulous tech VAs out there. You can keep going as a solopreneur, putting out fires and saying, yeah, I can do that. And meanwhile, you're quickly going and learning how to actually do that thing. Or you can get really clear on your brand, your own relationship with money, what makes your clients buy things, and set up your business for growth around that for the long term. When you do this, you eliminate a lot of potential burnout, and it reduces all the faffing about. Trust me, there's nothing worse than burning out trying to be everything to everyone. I've done that twice in my corporate career. I've almost done it in my business as well. It takes a lot longer to recover from burnout than you'd think, and that's time out that you probably can't afford. So let's get you set up with that solid foundation now. Your money archetypes influence how you feel about money, which influences how you set your prices, the way you talk about money. It influences the energy with which you pay your own bills, all aspects of money. Your clients' money archetypes, they do the exact same thing, but now you're on the receiving end of it. What do you need to say, feel, or charge for them to take action, click the button, and pay you money? Your brand archetypes influence how you show up in the world. It's all well and good to follow a marketing expert's advice to do the reels and show up daily on social media and follow up with every person who comments. But what if all of that feels like the ultimate ick for you? Like, ugh. You're not going to do it. Even with the strictest drill sergeant type person yelling at you to do it, do it, do it, do it, you're not going to do it. And if you do, it doesn't feel good. It's not fun at all. You're just going through the motions rather than adding real value. And you're unlikely to make as much money as you could by doing that approach. I know this because I've done exactly that many years ago. I had a mentor literally giving me a deadline of about an hour, maybe 2 hours, to speak to 10 people about my offer. It didn't matter to her that those 10 people weren't remotely interested in what I did, let alone wanting to pay me anything. It was beyond cringy. And I can laugh about it now, but damn, it felt gross at the time, and I swore I would never do that again. So this is where your brand archetypes come into play. The easiest way to explain this is through my own experience and my own archetypes, because obviously I know that the best. I've mentioned before that my brand archetypes are a combination of alchemist and innocent. That basically means that I bring a playful energy to everything. I will always find the simplest, easiest path instead of piling on all of the complexity BS that a lot of other people do. You also can't help but transform and change in some way just by being in my world, whether you're listening to this podcast, interacting with me on social media, or actually having a conversation with me. Just think of all the ideas that you're now seeing for your business by listening to this podcast. That is transformation and change. By sharing about my expertise with that kind of vibe, I naturally attract people who are just done with complex BS. They've maybe tried the hustle and hard work thing and said, hell no to that. These are experts in their own field, but they're stuck trying to figure out the next steps to move forward. The overarching feeling that people get when they come into contact with me and my online brand is a sense of relief. It's relief that they don't have to hustle, work hard. They can be themselves. They can let go of all the expectations that they've placed on themselves to be, do, or have anything that's out of alignment for them. I was thinking about this earlier in terms of my offers as well. I've recently shared a couple of ways that clients can work with me in the short term rather than investing in my Ignite Business and Money coaching program. That Ignite program is a minimum 6-month commitment because we are going all in on every aspect of your business. We work on your goals and make sure they're aligned with your money archetypes. We create a brand personality guide that will support you for years to come. It's got nothing to do with colors and logos. It's all about defining and embracing the power of your personality in your online presence. We use that to really nail your niche and specialize it in a way that makes it very clear what you do and who you help. Those people can't help but know that you're their person. We define your client roadmap, the process that you take your clients through, and we make sure it's robust and solid. There's no wobbly 3-legged tables around here. We take that roadmap and we create 1 to 3 offers that specifically speak to your ideal clients, the ones that we've already identified in your niche. And I give you my pricing framework that will help you build that profitable future that you've been talking about for years. That is Ignite. It's all foundational work designed to help you scale and grow. We barely even touch the marketing side of things because that becomes a whole lot easier when you get this stuff right. You probably already know how to market what you need to do. We need to get the foundations right. All of my other one-to-one offers are based off this main Ignite 6-month offer. That includes my business alchemy days, where you can throw all of your ideas at me and we just make sense of everything. We go back and forth on Voxer rather than scheduling a Zoom call and having to work around the time zones. There's a lot more flexibility for both of us. Then there's Ignite VIP days. That's where we take one of those specific things, such as your niche, your brand, your offer, or your pricing, and we dive into it in great detail in a workshop format. These are done on Zoom and they're recorded, so you don't have to worry about taking notes in the moment. Plus, I give you workbooks to guide you through the process. And there's also my GSD 30 offer. Get shiz done in 30 days. That's one-to-one coaching for 30 days to help you implement and take action on the things that you're faffing about with. This is a mix of Zoom and unlimited Voxer messages. You can message me as much as you want. And depending on what we're doing together, I'll also send you workbooks, videos, audios, all the things. Each of those 3 offers are variations on the same basic concept of one-to-one business and money coaching, but they're targeted to different money archetypes. The Business Alchemy Day, that really appeals to alchemists, romantics, and mavericks. They don't necessarily want the commitment of a Zoom call, and they just want to bounce ideas around. Ignite VIP days attract a lot of connectors, nurturers, and celebrity archetypes, partly because of the wording, partly because of the delivery of it. And GSD 30, well, that speaks the language of rulers and accumulators who really want to knuckle down, aim for a goal, and get things implemented. You may have heard me talk about one or all of these offers here on the podcast and in my emails. And you may have paid more attention to one than any of the others. That's because it probably appeals more to your money archetype than the others do. If this kind of thing is sparking all the ideas for you and how you could use it in your business, let's talk, because we can apply the exact same strategy to your expertise and offers. So you're showing up with a value-packed offer that speaks to your ideal clients using their language. It's not rocket science. It's people science. And there's no manipulative scarcity tactics or forceful energy involved. If that sounds like your kind of thing, send me a DM for a quick chat about how I can help you, whether that's my full Ignite program or one of the shorter variations. I'm at Fun Business Fun Money, all one word, on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads. If you're on LinkedIn, I'm Deirdre Amy's there, so let's get connected. Or you can email hello@deirdreamys.com. You'll find the links to all of those ways to get in touch in the description and in the show notes, because let's face it, that's easier than trying to spell my name. How are your offers speaking to your audience? Take a closer look at them today, in the next 24 hours. And ask yourself if this is attracting the right people, the ones that are an absolute pleasure to work with. If not, then some simple changes could be all you need to fine-tune it, and I can help you with that. That's what I got for you today. You might want to go back and listen to this again because it can be a lot to take in, especially if you're unfamiliar with the different archetypes. If that's the case, I also recommend you head on back to episode 3, Unlock the Power of Your Money Personality. That's where I outlined all of the money archetypes in more detail. What I do hope that you take away from this episode is that there is an easy path to sharing your expertise and making your offers. There is an easy path to growing and scaling your business without burning yourself out. And there is an easy path to finding the exact right people who are super fun to work with. Take care, have fun, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Thanks for joining me. If you found this episode useful, make sure you hit that follow button on your chosen podcast platform so you get the notifications when each new episode goes live and you don't miss anything. If you know someone who would also get something from it, don't be shy, share it with them. One of the best things about being a business coach for online entrepreneurs is helping them make sense of their creative ideas and turn them into a simple, clear business system that actually makes money. A client recently described me as a castle building expert. You've got the big vision and some of the building materials already, but you don't quite know how to bring it all together into a solid foundation. Then I come along and I show you the blueprint that makes sense of it all. I love that analogy. And I'd love to show you your personalized blueprint, the one that's just right for you and your clients. But I can't do that until you join Ignite, my business and money coaching program. So head on over to deirdreamies.com/ignite for all the details. Fill out the application form and let's talk about building your castle in the simplest, easiest way possible.